go into edit mode. So for the top part here, notice we actually need to cut multiple lines. Make sure X-ray is on, and let's go to the front and select everything that's here and subdivide. Alright, so I need to select a line, and then after that line I need to select the next line. So say if I select like this, I need to come and select this one here till we select all round. Okay, so forgive me, it's raining heavily here, and let's just continue. I hope you can get what I'm saying though. Really hope so. Alright, so we've selected all round, and now what we need to do is push the I for insert, push the mouse button just a little bit, just move it just a little bit, and once you do that, just come here, insert, and the depth we need to enter this, let's say 0.2. Oops, my bad. Let's take it back to 0. One thing I actually forgot is click here on the mouse button. Oops, undo, and once you undo and then you push the I again for insert, click, don't move it, just click, and once you do that you just push in the depth. So let's say you can actually enter in a value here or just keep moving it. So let's move it to the opposite side, going in, and I think that's enough. If you want these lines to be as hard as possible, you just click, oops, and undo, then push I again and then click, and we are done. So once we are done here, we can actually go around and select the opposites here. Alright, so we've selected the opposite and push insert again and just move it in, right, and click, and then push I again to insert, click, and come under the depth and just move it in twice, or depending on how much you want, and I think we are done. Push tab and we get those ridges for the lead and save. So if I go to the right side now, or to the front side, select this, and I can just move it up. Let me see this in the camera view. Alright, so I can now position the camera. So let me just divide the screen, so you hold on the corner there and just divide it. So let's go to the top view in this side, and let's duplicate this. And where's the camera side? Let's bring it this side. So we can either put 2 like this, and okay, let me just move it this side. I think you can either put 2 or 3 depending on how many you want. So you can put 1 there, and let's go to the front, or to the front here. Duplicate this and let's move it, bring it here, bring in the rotate, and let's rotate this. So make sure it's straight, and coming back to the front, we can position, push G to move, and there we go. So now to position the camera, go to the top view. Oops, this thing actually isn't where I want it. Let me just move it in front. Duplicate this. Now that I've thought about it, I want to duplicate this, and let's just rotate this from the top. Maybe we can make one face this way. Is it? Yeah, I think this was okay, just like this. So now select the camera and push G to move, and let's just move close. Let's go to the right side. Can actually bring the camera down, and let's move it away. G to move here, let's position it. All right, that looks good. And lastly, let's bring in a plane. So this plane, we can just push S on the keyboard and stretch it. And let's go to the top view, move it. All right. So now for the render settings, we'd need to change this from Eevee to cycles, and oops, let's go to the camera view. So the light, we can either use the actual light that we have here, or we can use an HDRI, which we can come here under surface and oops, let's just go under shading. Let's push 0 for the camera view and go into world, and then bring in the environment texture. Plug it in, open this. So look for an HDRI image. If you have one, then just plug it in. So now we can switch to the final look of this so that we see what we have. And we have a product like this. So if you want, you can actually texture your ground here, your ground plane. Come under object here and say new material, and if you have materials, let's get the wood flow, the wood marble flow. So I'll texture this real quick. I actually have a video specifically on how I made a pillow and a flow with these materials, so you can actually go and see that and see how it works out. So I'll speed it up a bit. So you get your color, plug it in there. Already you can see the difference. Let's bring in a normal map. And here let's just plug into this normal. So let's bring in, search for a normal map. And let's get a roughness map or a gloss. Okay, so let's plug it into the roughness and then put an invert map and put this on 0.6, and let's put that there. So make sure these are non-color data, non-color. Okay, so in the world, I think what what's this I want, the HDRI that I want is actually different, not this that's here. So let me just change it. All right, so and here we have our final look. So you just push your render button and you can actually change this. And one last thing, in fact, before I actually say we are done, just turn on denoising data here, and also come under compositing and turn on use nodes, and just search Shift A. So search for a denoiser, denoise, plug it in, and just get this, plug it there, this, plug it there, please, and this plug it here. So when we come back here, if I actually bring it here, we can push the render button, and there we go, we have the final image. Thank you for watching my videos, and well, catch you in the next thing that I actually be making. Otherwise, bye bye. Thank you, like, subscribe, and I'm out. Hope that helped somebody.